Hello, my name is Bianca Winship. I have prepared a presentation for EDU 742 out of the University of New England regarding content writing strategies. In the following presentation, I will present two writing strategies that support writing across the curriculum. Writing instruction for literacy allows students to learn structures, genre, mechanics, and grammar, but it is content that gives purpose to writing. Writing is an integral element of learning across the curriculum because it allows students to immerse themselves in evolving ideas regarding content. Katie Wood Ray states from Writing Across the Curriculum that writing needs content, so students may write to learn, write to think, and then see the world through the lens of a scientist, mathematician, or historian. Gaining that perspective allows students to have a deeper understanding of the content. Fisher and Frey state that writing allows teachers to check for understanding through student writing, and they do so across the content areas. To support writing in the content area, students need to write daily, participating in short and extended writing experiences related to content. Effective writing teachers know that building stamina, discussion, and knowledge are integral for developing stronger writers. One strategy to engage students in content writing is writing from a source. Like many instructional strategies, writing from a source can incorporate several other instructional strategies to help scaffold student participation and understanding. In a 21st century classroom, it's critical to incorporate multimedia to tap into the wealth of information provided by the internet. It's also paramount to give students opportunities to navigate the distractions of the internet and gain critical thinking strategies related to viable sources. For example, in a fourth grade social studies class about the Revolutionary War, students learned to write from a source by watching Schoolhouse Rock's No More King. To ground students in the activity and increase engagement, students are given a question before watching the clip. What were the causes of the American Revolution? The high school teacher handbook, Writing Across the Curriculum, states that students generally respond more positively to assignments when they understand the value and purpose of the activity. This method of posing a question to students before viewing the clip also activates student schema regarding the topic, so they may deepen their understanding regarding the American Revolution. To structure the activity and promote the generation of ideas, students participate in whole group, small group, and individual work. It's best to have students sit in a horseshoe in small groups so they may easily view the screen and converse with their peers. This activity can also be done in small groups with laptops or texts. As part of the opening discussion regarding the causes of the revolution, students are also presented with a structure to take notes. This method avoids the writing of random facts and plagiarism, but organizes content into 4 categories, including events, people, geography, and vocabulary. Students view the video in its entirety, then rewatch to pause and jot. A jigsaw method can be used to support students' note-taking and discussion. 4 small groups are assigned each category and watch the video with that lens. For example, when King George and the Redcoats are mentioned, the group assigned with people would record the information regarding people mentioned. This activity can also be supported by modeling notes via interactive writing. Roth and Dabrowski state interactive writing lessons are multifaceted and scaffold student knowledge in multiple areas simultaneously. This allows students to see examples of expectations for the activity as well as promote a variety of methods of recording. Students do not have to be beholden to writing information, but also jot images to internalize information. After pausing and jotting several times throughout the clip, students share their notes with one another in their categories. This way, students may discuss common elements and add to their notes. Once students have revised their notes, a member of each group forms a new group and reports on their category to educate the other group members. Those group members can then jot in their graphic organizers. My second activity to support content writing is fluency and can be integrated before, during, or after using sources to write. Fisher and Frey state, because writing is thinking, if students are not writing fluently, they probably aren't thinking fluently, at least about the topic of study. Regarding the causes of the American Revolution exercise, students have just taken part in an activity where they were generating more content knowledge. As a way to synthesize, retain, or make sense of the content, students need an opportunity to write about what they have learned. ideas they may have, and future wonderings to guide their learning. It's also feasible to have students practice fluency at the onset of an activity to activate their schema and generate questions, as well as write during an activity that immerses students in the content. A fluency strategy mentioned in the high school teacher handbook, Writing Across the Curriculum, entailed giving students a prescribed amount of time, like 5 to 10 minutes, to write and consequently have time to think through what they will learn or what they have learned. This can be done as an exit slip to assess student understanding. Sentence stems can be given to support struggling writers, but most importantly, students should partake in writing sessions daily to not only organize their thinking but practice the act of writing. In conclusion, teaching students to use sources and write fluently gives students the tools to think about content through the act of writing, which stated previously is the act of thinking. Utilizing a plethora of instructional strategies to engage students in writing allows students to gain a deeper understanding of the content through the writing process. Thank you for viewing my presentation, and I look forward to receiving your feedback or suggestions regarding writing strategies to support content literacy.